So in addition to the 5 types of goals, there's also another way to conceptualize goals, and that is with an acronym called SMART. So your goals must be SMART. SMART stands for number 1, specific, number 2, measurable, number 3, attainable, number 4, relevant, and number 5, time-based. So what does that mean when we say specific? Well, specific goals are really objective goals. That is, goals that have a beginning point and an end point. And if we go back to the reading example, that's a specific goal. Deciding that you're going to read page 1 through 50. They have to be measurable. Can you measure your progress of reading pages 1 through 50? So in other words, can you read for a little while and then check how long you're taking to read and then see how many pages you've got through? So let's say you read for 20 minutes and you check your progress and you see that you've read 10 pages. That's measurable. You can measure those 10 pages that you've read toward that final goal of 50 pages. Your goals have to be attainable. So in this sense, they have to be realistic. So if you decided that you were going to read 50 pages in economics from 1 to 1:30, that might not be attainable. It seems like it would take longer to read 50 pages than 30 minutes. So your goals have to be attainable, and in that way you have to be smart about them and leave yourself enough time to accomplish your goals. Your goals have to be relevant. So when you're looking at your schedule and, for example, you see that an exam is coming, your relevant goal would be to read an outline in a particular chapter for the particular exam that's coming up. It has to be relevant to what's coming around the corner. And then finally, your goals have to be time-based. It's important that you figure out what we call your time on task. So it's good for each subject area, for example, to figure out how long does it take you to read 30 pages. It might take you to read 30 pages an hour for economics, but it might take you 2 hours for biology. So that's what we mean by time-based. So your goals have to be SMART: specific, measurable, attainable, relevant, and time-based. So you might be asking, how do I know if my goals are SMART? Well, here's an example of weak objectives and excellent objectives. So I want you to look at them so you can see if you can distinguish among the 2 types. A weak objective is vague and general. Read economics. A strong objective gives lots of detail about exactly how you're going about doing the task. You're going to assign page numbers. You're going to make them time-based. Then you're going to use those cognitive competencies and say to yourself, if I run into any problems, I'm going to create a list of questions I'm not clear on and then go to my professor during their office hours and ask about those questions I'm not clear on. So an excellent objective goes through the whole process of looking at what you have to do and enacting those cognitive competencies and behavioral solutions.